The time has finally come. This is my new shoe. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to WearTesters. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown on what I will admit is biasly my favorite shoe of the year so far. And that's the Series Player Only collaboration with WearTesters on the Series Player Only Player 1.5. And I'm just really proud of them. I think that they're awesome. Me and the brand's relationship has been an interesting one, to say the least. In case you don't know, I'll give you a little bit of a backstory on our lore. Basically, when their very first model, the Player 1, came out, I bought the shoe, I tested the shoe, reviewed the shoe, absolutely hated it.
I wasn't expecting that.
I thought it was interesting, but I didn't love the product entirely. I just thought that it had too many flaws, even though I understood what they were going for. The brand ended up reaching out to me for feedback. They enjoyed the criticism, which I thought was really cool, very interesting, very different, especially in today's sneaker landscape. And they asked if they could start sending me product to test prior to releasing. And I had said yes. I didn't charge them or anything. So basically I would get samples in, I'd give them my feedback, and they would take what they wanted and run from there. Now, every release thereafter became a little bit more elevated than the last. They weren't just taking my feedback though, so keep that in mind. It's not just me. They had a lot of people wear testing the products. I was just one of them. But eventually we decided to collaborate, and our first launch were some socks along with the testing in progress tees. And from there, we wanted to take things a step further, and that's how we ended up with the shoes. Now, before I break things down, I did want to give you guys an inside look as far as how they're made, so I hope you enjoy. Now, this is the box right here. I think that this is awesome. This actually is something that increased the price a little bit. So the retail price on the Player 1.5 is $190. The retail price for this particular pair is going to be $200. Expensive, yes, I know, but it was going to be $190 anyways. And so I figured if it was just going to be $10 more, why not go all out and provide a really cool box? So that's what we did. We pretty much tell the story right from the jump. So when you look at the top of it, you can see that it's Series Player Only collaboration with WearTesters, but behind it, you actually see the entire theme of the shoe. So you've got the Golden Gate Bridge along with the Sacramento Bridge. Basically, the two areas that I come from, that's the overall theme of this product, is that I really wanted this to be kind of like a reflection of me, which is a little bit different than previous releases that I've worked on in the past. And now we have these bad boys right here, and I gotta say, I'm just really proud of these. Not only is the product awesome, like take my branding off of this and it's still a great basketball shoe, which is the only reason why my branding's on it. Because if they were trash, I wouldn't want my logo on there in the first place. And so on the left shoe right here, we basically have a Bay Area themed colorway. And then on the right shoe, we have a Sacramento themed colorway. Once you open it up, you have a handwritten message from my wife, Mrs. Wing. And it just says the stuff that you'll hear me say in every video, which is, hey, what's good, guys? And have a good one. Even the paper is special, as the two bridges on there, has the SPO logo as well as the WearTesters logo. And then you've got these bad boys right here. Man, they are awesome. So the way that I like to think of this particular shoe is that the person wearing it is kind of bridging the gap. So again, I'm born and raised in the Bay Area. The left shoe really just, invokes that. We've got kind of that Dub Nation looking theme. The carbon fiber heel counter right here is actually a representation of the New Bay Bridge, which is one of my favorite bridges in the Bay Area. I just think that it looks amazing, especially at night. And on the back there, it says, hey, what's good, guys? In Mrs. Wing's handwriting once again. There are other colors along the two shoes. A lot of people think that this is a what the theme, but it's just simply not. So along with being from the Bay Area, I'm also an 80s baby. Raised in the 90s, yes, but I was born in the 80s. And so when you see the WearTesters branding along the medial collar area, as well as what looks to be the other random colors on the shoe, those are actually derived directly from our WearTesters intro. It's an 80s style theme, 80s style colors and graphics. and we applied that all over the shoe. So you got that kind of like 80s flavor just kind of hidden in there. Now again, I'm born and raised in the Bay, but the economy over there is wild.
And the lie detector test determined you're telling the truth.
The truth!
And I really wanted to take a gamble on myself and do this full time, and I did, and I wouldn't be able to do that without having moved to Sacramento, and that's where the right shoe comes into play. So that's a Sacramento themed color. The Sacramento bridge is represented on the heel counter as well, and then it also has the Have a Good One in Mrs. Wing's handwriting too. You have an alternate WearTesters logo on the medial side, still got that 80s intro flavor. And again, the way that I like to kind of think of this is that this is my start or my beginning. This is where the channel started as well. This is where it is now. It's not ending or anything like that, but when I step into them and I kind of like bridge the gap in between the two pairs, you can kind of tell that the story is continuing. It's a continuous theme. When it will end, I don't know. But if you guys end up buying the shoe and then you fill the gap in there too, just know that you're part of that story. You're part of the beginning, you're part of the current, and you are what's in between. Like without you guys, this channel wouldn't exist. We wouldn't be who we are. We wouldn't be WearTesters. We wouldn't be successful. We wouldn't get an opportunity like this to make a special product that celebrates it. So you're just as much as part of the process, if anything. And I just wanted to be able to celebrate that in a really cool way. This is that way, and I just think that it's awesome. As far as what the shoes offer, the traction is just simply phenomenal. I don't have any issues in these at any time, at any court, in any condition. I did play it safe though. I did use solid rubber on both pairs. Now the original sample colors on the shoe are featured on the Player One Plus. These actually do have the translucent rubbers. Again, I didn't have any problems with these either, but I just, again, wanted to play it safe, so I went with the solid rubber option, and I just think that that's the best in terms of overall performance. You can also see where I've made changes and things like that. I didn't love the materials, I didn't love some of the colors, and I just didn't love the overall like turnout of the product, even though I still like it, I just didn't love it. But that's what, you know, going through the design process is all about. You get something and then you change it and morph it into exactly what you're looking for, and that's what these guys are, and I thought that they came out great. Now, in addition to the amazing traction, we do have carbon fiber shank plates at the midfoots. I explained this in the performance review, but there's an added EVA wedge here that is not on the original Player One Plus, so that just adds a little bit extra comfort and a little bit extra smoothness in your ride from your heel to toe transitions. We did replace the TPU heel counter with the carbon fiber one. I just think that this is a better product overall. Now the cushioning is this guy right here. It's a drop-in explosive 2.0 midsole. This is my favorite midsole from the brand, so I'm really happy that it comes in here. It comes with the lifted arch setup. It's a PIBA style cushioning system, so it's like what's featured on Super Runners, but it's slimmed down and made for a basketball shoe. However, if you don't like this, that's one of the cool things about SPO is that their midsole cushioning options are up to you. So there are other options that are compatible with this model. So if you wanted to try those out, you could, or if you already had a different favorite and you have previous SPO models, you can just use those midsoles in this shoe. The internal lining is also lined with a supercritical liner, which I think is fantastic. The upper, nothing premium, but it is all performance driven. So it's got all of the stuff that everybody kind of expects on performance shoes today. So we've got these cables in there. They run everywhere along with TPU yarns, lots of ventilation. If you're a fan of Kobe's, you should already be a fan of this setup. I think that it works really well. I did want a slight premium feel, even though we wanted to keep the materials light. So we have microfiber synthetic suede on the rear. That is on both shoes, by the way. And then the tongue is probably one of my favorite parts. Not only is it co-branded, so you've got the SPO logo on the left, the WearTesters logo on the right, but it's almost seamless. And so this thing is just super comfortable. It doesn't give me any hot spots or anything like that. There's no extra like bunches of stitching that's gonna cut into your ankles. And then the tongue system is the closest thing that I've used to Nike's Torch system since like the Kobe 5s and 6s. So it's a nice lightweight foam layer that keeps lace pressure off there. And then you can see all the perforations. Those go directly through the tongue there. So it's nice and breathable and all that stuff. It's not backed by a ton of padding, so it's not like blocking the ventilation. It's all extremely functional and built specifically for the best performance possible. And as far as sizing goes, they do fit true to size. They are a snug 1-to-1 fit. It's exactly how I like my shoes to fit. But for those of you guys that like a little bit of wiggle room, you might want to go up half a size. These will be available online. However, after the in-store release here locally at Phenom, which I think is really cool. Not only is releasing a shoe really cool, but getting your local retailer to carry them is like icing on the cake. But they will be available here locally at Phenom in the Doco Shopping Center. Starting on August 29th, we're actually going to have a release event. You're going to be able to come out, check out the shoes, hang out with me. You can customize free t-shirts. There will be free non-alcoholic beverages. It'll be a really cool time. I believe the event should start right around the 3 p.m. time frame. So if you're local to the area and you wanted to pick these up first, make sure that you come to Phenom at the Doco Shopping Center on August 29th. It is a Saturday. And then for everybody that buys the shoe, that's going to be your free ticket into our WearTesters hoop session the very next day over at the gym that I play at, which is our core center. And I will let you guys know at the event when the hoop session is going to be taking place. I've rented the entire court. So we will have 2 full courts going. You guys will be the one to test the shoes out, and it's going to be sick. Oh, by the way, there is going to be matching socks available as well, and we matched up the left and the right foot to match directly up with the left and right shoe. And that pretty much takes care of it. This is my brand new shoe. This is the Just Wing It edition of the series Player Only times WearTesters Player 1.5. I really hope that you guys like these. I hope that you guys enjoy them. I really appreciate everybody's support. It's really hot in here right now. It's like triple digits here in Sacramento, which is crazy, so I'm sweating my butt off. So hopefully it's not too distracting. But thank you guys so much for being here and supporting the channel all of these years. We're 16 years strong, and it feels like we're just kind of like getting stronger as we go along. And I'm just really happy and fortunate to be able to share and do this stuff with you. So hopefully you come down, enjoy the free event, buy some shoes, and come back the next day and hoop it up with me so that we can get some buckets together. Thank you so much again for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I will catch y'all in the next one, and hopefully I will see you at Phenom on August 29th. And with that being said, I hope that y'all have a good one.